All right, good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. How are you doing today? Um, it's been a while we came live. My name is Eminent Augusta, and I'm really excited to be with each and every one of us this morning. For some of us, this afternoon. For some of us, this evening. So when you see me looking like this, I'm looking at Instagram. When you see me looking like this, I'm looking at YouTube and Zoom. All right, fantastic. So today I want us to discuss about a topic called the bias pyramid. Today I want us to, I don't know if those of you on Instagram can hear me, but today I want us to discuss about the bias pyramid. I believe those of us on Instagram can hear me loud and clear. All right, so those of us on YouTube and on Zoom, if you can hear me, please give me a 111. All right, fantastic. It's been a while. I missed each and every one of you. I miss being live. I miss coming live, right? So, not to waste our time, I want us to discuss about the buyer's pyramid. The buyer's pyramid to selling more like crazy, right? So, as a business person or as an entrepreneur, you need to understand how people buy and the classes of people buying your product or your services. So, now the question I want to ask you is this: why do people buy your products? Why do people buy your services? What are they buying from you and how do they buy? This is a critical question I want each and every one of us as a business owner or as an entrepreneur to answer. Why are people buying your products? Why are people buying your services? What are they buying from you exactly? Actually, what are they buying from you? Do you really know what they are buying from you? Is it your product or is it something else? Are they buying into you? Or they are buying because of the result, the transformation you've promised that they are going to experience at the end use of your products. How do they buy from you? Now, while we are pondering on that, I would like to quickly share with us 5 classes of buyers that you have in the market. Now, this question I asked each and every one of us, I want you to answer it and make a comment below this video at the end. I'm going to make this video live, right? Make a comment with your answer. But while you're pondering on that, I want us to look at the 5 classes of buyers that we have in the marketplace, right? So I need you to for you to understand these classes of buyers, I'll need us to draw a triangle. I'll need us to draw a triangle. I don't know if I can get, okay. I'll need us to get a piece of paper and draw a triangle. A triangle, something like this. Just draw a very big triangle, right? Something like those of us on Instagram, those of us on Zoom, something like that. Then I need you to divide a triangle with horizontally with 4 lines. When you divide it with 4 lines, it's going to give us 5 sections of the triangle. So those of us on Instagram, something like this. Those of us on Zoom, something like that, right? So when you it gives you that, if you're done, you just say I am done, right? I need you to draw a triangle on a sheet of paper or a book, whatever you have. Draw a triangle and divide it horizontally with 4 lines, right? So now, when you divide it horizontally with 4 lines, I need you to I need you to label the first section. You know, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So from the peak, I need you to label the first section, section 1, right? From the peak, I need you to label the first section, section 1, then the second section, section 2, the third section, section 3, the fourth section, section 4, and the fifth section, section 5. That's what I want you to label. So you can see mine, those of us on Instagram, those of us on YouTube and Zoom. You can see mine, right? You can see it. Fantastic. So when you label it, I need you to put into the triangle of section 1, I need you to type 3%. Into the triangle of section 2, I need you to type 7%. Into the triangle of section 3, I need you to type 30%. Into the triangle of section 4, I need you to type 30%. Into the triangle of section 5, I need you to type another 30%. So those of us on Instagram, I need you to have something like this. Those of us on Zoom and on YouTube, I need you to have something like this, right? I need us to have something like this, right? So if you're done, type I am done. If you're done, type all done. If you're done, just type for me all done. If you're done, type for me all done so that we can proceed. Draw your triangle, then draw a line horizontally, four lines horizontally. That will give you 5 sections of the triangle. Label the section 1, 2, and 3, starting from the top down. Then inside the top, you type inside section 1, you type 3%, section 2, you type 7%, section 3, you type 30%, section 4, you type 30%, section 5, you type 30%. If you're done, type I'm done. All right, fantastic. So now I need to explain those sections. I need us to pay attention as I explain those sections one by one. Now, section 1. On section 1 that has 3% bias, right? Where you type 3%. So that section in the marketplace has the 3% bias in the marketplace. You need to know that this buyers, the 3% people, are very ready to buy from you. They are very ready, hot, ready to buy from you right now. They are very hot and ready to buy from you. Whatever it is you're selling, they are ready to buy from you. Why? Because they desire what you're selling right now. They desire, the hunger for what you're selling right now is high. Their desire is high, their hunger is high. They are ready to buy from you. But guess what? The entire world in your section, in your marketplace, in your niche, in your industry is going for this group of people. They are gunning for them. So the competition is high. In order to reach them, the competition is high. And it's now all about who spends the highest money in marketing, who spends the highest money in advertising, and who outdoes every other person that get the bigger share of these 3% buyers. So the question is, are you big enough? Do you have the funds enough? Even with your small funds, you can go into play. But guess what? The sample size of those that have bigger audience, bigger sample space, their probability of getting these buyers are high. For example, some of you that run ads, if you've been paying attention, you notice that whatever amount you want to spend per day as a budget, Facebook or Instagram or any social media will tell you that for this budget, this is the sample size, this is the audience size we're going to expose your content to per day based on this budget. And you discover that the higher you go on your budget, the larger your sample space and the more your probability of making sales. So that is it. Now, having talked about section 1, let's go to section 2. Now, on section 2, that is where you have the 7% buyers. Now, these 7% buyers are made up of people who are ready to buy from you. They have the capacity to buy from you, but they have options, right? The second section of the triangle, the pyramid, the triangle that we drew, the 7%, there are people that they are very ready to buy from you. They have the capacity, they have the money to buy from you, but they have options, they have questions, and they need to do their research before buying from you, before choosing who they will buy from, who will give them the best deal, or who will give them the best offer or the best experience. So this group of people need a lot of convincing and a lot of follow-up. And you can handle their silent objections, those silent questions they have in their head. You can answer it using your content marketing. So that is the second type of buyers we have in the marketplace. Now, for the third section, which is the 30%, the third section where you have 30% buyers, and the fourth section where you have another 30% buyers, combining the third section and the fourth section, if you add up the 30 percentage, we are having what, 60% total, right? The third section has 30% buyers. The fourth section has 30% buyers. Now, let's compress them together. That will give us a total of 60% in total. Now, these are the people who are able to buy from you, but they are not ready. Even though they can afford your product or service, but they are not ready to buy from you. Some of them, it could be that they are not aware that they need your product or service, right? And for them not to be aware that they need your product and service, you have to bring them to the consciousness, you have to bring them to the awareness that they need your product in their life, that they need your service in their life. And how can you achieve this? You can achieve this through education, right? You can achieve it through education using your content. Now, these people are either problem aware and not product aware. They are aware of their problems, but they are not aware of the product or the service that will solve that problem. Why some of them, they are problem unaware. They are not even aware they have the problem, but they are aware of the product. They are aware of the solution. They are aware of the service. For some, it could be that they are not even aware of the product. They are unaware of both the product and both the services. Both the product, both the service, and both the problem. They are not aware of it. So now, what do you do to this group of people? Now, with proper and consistent education, you can solve their problem. With proper and consistent education, you can solve the problem for this group of people. You can bring them to the level of awareness. You can bring them to the level of knowledge. You can bring them to a level where they say, oh, I need this product. Oh, I need this service. Oh, I have this problem, right? So with your content, with your consistent content, you bring them to a level where they are now hot and ready to buy from you. As long as you keep building your KLT with them. What is KLT? KLT means knowing you, liking you, and trusting you. I've always said this. People do business with people they know, the like, and the trust. So as much as you are consistent with your content, educating them, informing them, entertaining them, entertaining them, as in giving, answering their silent questions and objective, bringing their consciousness to the fact that they have a problem and they need your product. When you keep doing that, you're building your KLT with them. And as you build your KLT with them over time, remember, I always tell us, over time, it takes a minimum of 15 exposure for a customer to buy from you. So as you keep showing up over time, minimum of 15 exposure through your content, they are going to buy from you. And this group of people consists of the 60% of the market share, right? So now the last section on the triangle, which is the last group of people, at the number 5 section, which we labeled 30%, right? These are the remnants, the remaining part of the market. These people are buyers who will never, will I say they are buyers? They are buyers. They have, some of them may have the potential, they may not have the potential, but this group of people will never buy from you, regardless of what you tell them, regardless of what you sell. Even if you're selling eternal life to them, even if you're selling heaven to them, they will never buy from you. Some of them, it could be that they are interested or they love your product or your services, but they will never buy from you because they can't afford it. Or it could be that they don't even believe that they deserve your product or that they deserve your services, right? So now, what do you do? Now, for the first section, okay, now, so what do you do? So for the first section of people, the 3% and the 7%, they make up the 10% easy buyers in the market, right? The first section of the triangle, the second section of the triangle, this group of people make up the 10% easy buyers in the market, and you can easily sell to them, right? Then we have the second and the third and the fourth group of people, which is the 30% in the third section, the 30% in the fourth section of your triangle. This group of people make up the 60% of market, who are your potential buyers, right? They are your potential buyers. Now, knowing this puts you in a place where you know that The first 10% of the market are people you can easily sell to. The 60% of the market are your potential buyers. Now, while this group of people are there, the last group of people, which is the last 30%, are people who will never buy from you. So if you're coming to the internet space, if you're coming to the market space and you're trying to sell to everybody, the truth is you end up selling to nobody. And the earlier you realize that you're not called to serve everybody, the earlier you realize that you're not called to sell to everybody. Your product is not meant for everybody. Your service is not meant for everybody. There's a group of people that your product and your service is meant for. The earlier you bring that to your consciousness, the easier it is for you to sell, right? So the last group of people, which is the 30%, they will never buy from you. So if you're willing to put in the work by building your KLT through consistent content creation, you will make more sales than your competitors, because you're not just focusing on the 3%, they are also paying attention to the 7% and the 60% of the market share, right? So the 10% of the market are the people that you can sell to easily. You can sell to them through cold calling, cold advertising. Why? Because this group of people, remember, the 10% is made up of the first 3% who are hot, they desire your product and they are ready to buy, and the other 7% who are problem aware, product aware, but they need to go and do their research, right? So that 10%, they are easy to sell, but you have to do that through cold calling and also through cold advertising. Now, while the other 60% of the market, you must build a brand where these people can know you. You must build a brand where they can trust you. You must build a brand where they can like you. Now, why? Because it takes nurturing over time for them to say, oh, I have this problem. Oh, I like this product. Oh, I have this problem and I'm aware you have the solution. I want you to solve it. Now, when they bring their consciousness to being problem aware, product aware, and what happened next, the first name that comes to their mind should better be your brand that is at the top of their mind when they made a decision. Okay, I'm ready to seek out for this solution. When they make a decision, I'm ready to buy this product. When they make a decision, I'm ready to pay for this service. Your name should better be the first to come at the top of their mind, right? So that is the essence of what's branding. And that is why you must build a brand for these people to know you, like you, and trust you, for them to be able to buy from you over time, right? So you can achieve this by educating them through your content, educational content, informative content. You need to educate them through series of content, different types of content. There are contents you create that makes people know you. There are contents you create that makes people like you. There are contents you create that makes people trust you, because content creation fuels your lead generation. Content creation fuels your traffic generation, which brings in more eyeballs to your business, and that is what we call visibility, right? So when you have educational content that give this group of people value for free, they will be able to relate with you and they'll be able to follow you and they will like you and trust you. And when someone knows you, when they like you and they trust you, the moment that trust is established, guess what? They are going to buy from you, right? So when you have your educational content, make sure you're giving them value, free value, that they can even go and implement and get results, because those are the kind of content that make people to love you, right? So knowing this, having this at the back of your mind, this is why it's very important for you as a business person to build a personal brand. This is why personal branding is very important. Through your personal branding, the 60% of the market will be able to buy from you. They will become easy buyers and loyal buyers in your business. And guess what? They will even refer people to you. They are going to sing your praise. They are going to use word of mouth to spread your gospel, right? So when you become a brand, people will love you. When you become a brand, people will easily like you. When you become a brand, people will easily trust you. Many of you trust my brand, the Eminent Augusta brand. Why? Because I show up every day. I give you valuable content every day, things you can take and implement and execute. And because of the kind of content I put out. You guys have grown to love me, you've grown to like me, and you've grown to trust me. And that's why many of you can come to me privately on my DM to make some kind of request, to ask for some kind of questions, to pay for my services, to go to the link on my bio and go through my website to learn more about me, to take advantage of any service I put up there, to go to my academy, to enroll in any course I put up there. Why? Because you've known me, you've liked me, and you've trusted me. And guess what? The moment people reach on these three levels with you, you can sell anything to them and they can easily buy from you. So the goal for each and every one of us right now, my advice to you is for you to start building your personal brand today. It's very, very important. Why is it very important? Because with your personal brand, you can sell anything at any level in your life. So personal brand is not all about I hear people saying faceless channel, faceless page. Guess what? As much as people will do business with you, but people buy easily from you when you show your face, because they are dealing, we're talking about human connection. Human beings are the one doing business with you, not animals. And that's why you see many companies, many organizations, many establishments. Look at UBA. Have you noticed that Tony Elumelu's personal page has more followers than his company UBA? Mark Zuckerberg has more followers than the Facebook page, right? As much as they are building a business brand, they build a personal brand. Why? Because people do business with people they know, the like, and the trust, right? So I need each and every one of us to learn how to create content around our face. Show your face. Remove all those negative thoughts in your mind that you don't have a good voice, you're not beautiful, you're not handsome, you're this, you're that. Just show up as you are, authentic as you are. People love authenticity. When you show up, have a corporate online digital identity, build a brand, educate people about what your product or your services are, give them value, and watch how they will come to buy from you. Watch and see how they will become easy buyers, how they'll come to buy from you easily because you've been able to build a brand over time, right? Now, having said that, another thing you need to start doing is, as you start building your brand, you need to also start your content creation journey, because the only way you can build a brand is through content creation. Because the moment your mind shifts from selling to people, always eager to sell to people, and you become someone of value, someone that is creative on how to help people and add value to their life, it becomes easy for you to sell. I see a lot of people, they come to the internet space. All what they are doing, they are posting product, service. You're talking about you're talking about your product. You're talking about the features of your product or your service, but you are not adding value to these people. So if you want to build a personal brand, you build a personal brand through your content, and your content should not always be selling to them. Your content, you should creatively be able to help your audience, help your ideal customer, help your ideal audience by giving them value that is going to help them. So your mindset should be that I am helping these people, I am giving them value, and in return, guess what? They'll do business with you. So making sales, making money on the internet space is becomes easy. It becomes automatic for you to make sales the moment your mind moves from just selling to people, but now knowing that you are helping people. So the moment your mind is about helping people and assisting people, making sales online, making money online become an automatic result for you. So it makes selling easier to flow. It makes sales easy to flow to you. It makes selling easier, right? So when your mind is all about selling and making money, you will struggle to sell. You will struggle to make the sales. But when your mind is about helping people, adding value to people, then trust me, the sales will be automatic. You will attract the sales. And this is why each and every one of you listening to me right now, this is why you need to increase the magnetic field of your brand. You need to learn how to attract sales. And you do this by being visible. You do this by showing up for your business daily, online, consistently. Remain visible. It's so funny that many of you, you don't like, you're not consistent online. And yet, when I ask you, do you have a physical shop? You say yes. Do you open your shop every blessed day? You say yes. When your shop is closed, do you expect people to do business from you? you will say no. Now let's bring that mindset to the internet space. When you don't post consistently, you are telling people that your shop is closed, and people, before they buy from you, they go and do their research. They look at your bio, they look at your website, they look at the information that you've placed on the internet, they check how consistent you are before they buy from you. So you need to be, in order for you to attract sales, you need to show up for your business. You need to build a magnetic field around your brand that attracts these sales. You need to be visible. You need to show up every blessed day with your content. You need to be consistent, and you need to remain visible. The sales, trust me when I say the sales that you seek will automatically become attracted to you, right? And that's why I need each and every one of us to always remember that selling, when it comes to selling your products or your services, it doesn't matter how great or fantastic your product is. It doesn't matter how special the quality of your product. When it comes to selling, all that matters is the fantasy, the feelings, and the experience, the guaranteed transformation, the result that your customer will benefit from you at the end. And this is the answer to the question I asked us at the beginning. Why do people buy from you? What exactly are they buying? Right? So when you are selling, it's not about your product, it's not about the features. Rather, it's about the experience your customer will have when they buy your product or when they use your service. At the end of your service, at the end usage of your service or your product, what's that feeling? What's that fantasy? What's that experience? I was discussing with one of my clients recently. She was having a one-on-one strategy section with me, and she was into the food business. So I asked her, can you make your food, can you present your food to us in a way that will have this orgasm where we start salivating to eat your food? I shared with her the way that Igbo girl, so I love traditional Igbo meals. So there's this lady, they call her I'm not doing adverts for her, but they call her the Nkwobi Villa. Now, the way she presents the meals online, she does it in a way that once you looking at it, psychologically, you're already salivating to eat it. And the first time I came through her page, funny enough, I had to go write down as a goal that I'm going to spend 100K buying the traditional Igbo delicacy that this lady has. And guess what? I achieved it. But it was crazy. It was crazy because even in the Bible, God said, man shall not live by bread alone. But the way she presented this Igbo delicacy, it arose something in me. It's each time I look at her page, I salivate. It pushes me like, buy this, right? So it's about, when you're selling, it's about the feeling that your customer is going to have. When you're selling, it's about the fantasy, it's about the experience, it's about the guaranteed transformational results they will have. Knowing this puts you in a place where you can sell out like crazy, right? Knowing this, trust me, is a game changer for you if you understand this concept and approach the marketplace with this concept. All right. So if you want to learn more about how to appeal to the need of your customers, how to appeal to their desire and their fantasy, how to appeal to the desire and the fantasy and the need of your customers in order for them to become hot buyers, you can book a one-on-one strategy section with me. All you need to do is to send me a DM or make a comment type the word strategy in the comment section, or better still, don't stress yourself, go to the link on my bio and you see the strategy link. Click on it and book a one-on-one section with me, right? So that I can guide you on how you can appeal your product or your service, how you can use your product or your service to appeal to the need, the desire, and the fantasy of your customers, right? Now, if you're here and maybe you want to explore more, because some of you may want to go through my training, you desire to enroll into my business school, the Eminent Augusta Business School is an online academy for entrepreneurs and business owners. When you go there, you're going to gain access to my training courses that can guide you on how to sell more through marketing, advertising, closing, sales, and follow up. go to my website www.augustabusinessschool.com. Is the link is on my bio. Then go, when you go there, you see different types of course training I have for you. Then enroll into the courses of your choice. Right now, if you found this video valuable, if you found this content valuable, do well as a sign of appreciation to like it, comment, share your lessons. I would like to hear what broke out loud for you through this section. Then I need you to save this post, visit it later so that you can, you know, there's this thing they say, faith comes by hearing and hearing and hearing. So when you hear something over and over again, it sticks to you, right? So save this post for later, share it with your friends who are entrepreneurs, business owners, share it with them, right? And don't forget to subscribe to this channel. For those of you on YouTube, for those of you on Instagram, don't forget to follow this page. And we're going to be meeting in my next episode for more content like this. And remember, I love each and every one of you. I'm rooting for you as the alpha lion you are in business, and see you in my next episode. I remain my humble self, Eminent Augusta, your number one sales and marketing strategist and automation expert. So see you guys later. Those of us on Instagram, thank you very much. See you later. Those of us on YouTube, thank you very much and see you later.